Platform, Comrade Chairman, Party Leader, Comrade Janice Allen, the host of the evening. It's a really good look. PNP is alive and well in St. James when I see a turnout like this one. Comrades, they have destroyed the moral fabric of Montego Bay. The Montego Bay I grew up in was a more lively Montego Bay, a more peaceful Montego Bay, a more educated Montego Bay, and a Montego Bay that provided a vision for the young people who aspire to become better. Since leaving Montego Bay for university in 2000, and I must big up this illustrious institution that is hosting us tonight, the great Cornwall College, converting boys like myself to men of might. I think about a year or two after I left, we start including females in the sixth form program. So Cornwall is just not about converting boys to men of might, but converting young girls to women of might. And when we talk about women of might, there is no one more mighty than our comrade Janice Allen, who was able to put this together tonight and make sure that we bring the comrades together so that we can share a common vision and a common goal for this illustrious city. We consider Montego Bay to be a republic, which means that we think differently, we act differently, and we view development differently from the rest of Jamaica. Being the tourism capital of the country, we bask in the glory that we provide the best and the most welcoming atmosphere for visitors to dance and play and to enjoy the sunshine and sea that Jamaica has to offer. I say to you tonight, comrades, that a new vision is on the horizon. A new truth is being born today. A new level of greatness is being decided, where the People's National Party now is coming to the forefront. As Comrade Ella Miller told you, that the green fruits are beginning to ripen, and they're turning to yellow and orange. And when it does so, comrades, as you are seeing across the length and breadth of the city, an orange wave is rising and it's rising and it's rising, and we are about to witness what we call in California the big kahuna. I have been speaking to comrades across the length and breadth of communities across the parish. I have been speaking to comrades across the length and breadth of the island. And the one Sankey that is being sung is that the People's National Party is the only party that care about the development and the upliftment of the poorer class of people of Jamaica. And we will continue to push our developmental programs. To enhance the livelihood, the standard of living, and the lives of such remarkable people. This government boasts about creating jobs. And I said to myself, when we were slaves in 1831, we had jobs, but we had no compensation for jobs. And if in 2024 our government is telling us about creating jobs, where only 4% of those who are willing and offer themselves a work are not working and 96% are employed, while only 60% can afford their basic standard of living. More than 40% of the people cannot afford to pay their bills, cannot afford to send their children to school, cannot afford to move their livelihoods forward, to own a home, and also to own a vehicle and to consider themselves a decent, upstanding citizen of Jamaica. This People's National Party started the movement that enriched Jamaica with a middle class in the 1950s and 60s, and in the 2000s, this People's National Party will continue on that movement to create a brighter middle class for Jamaica who have a bigger spending power, and to move us from the lower echelons of Jamaica to a middle class where we have a brighter standard of living. With our leader, Comrade Mark Golding, this People's National Party will use technology, use innovation to create a brand new Jamaica for us, to create a brand brand new life for our children and to set a future for our children's children. I thank you tonight, comrades. There are so many speakers, but it's important that this resonates with you. You are putting in place a leadership. You are putting in place people who you know believe in the developmental process of a country, the developmental process of your children, and will make sure that even if you were born in the middle class, your children will be risen to the upper class. Have a good night, comrades.